Oh, when the saints come marching in. Oh, when the saints come marching in. Good Lord, I want to be in that number when the saints come marching in. Hey, Kimberly W. Look like a regime change here, honey. Sable Winners, Cheryl Burnett, Inet 75. Lord, we trying to keep up with these church folks. Somehow or other, that's been the story over the last couple of months. But the latest is, let me see, hello. Oh my goodness, a lot of people in here, honey. Hi, Miss Sherry. I am Mrs. Riggs. Hi, Jesse. Redbone 11. How you doing, Redbone 11 moderator? Ambrosia. Child, did y'all watch that boy? Hello, everybody. Good morning and hello. Did y'all watch King Jive's show on yesterday? On the King Jives show, King Jives had Bishop Bernard Jordan on again last night. Was it last night, night for last? Hi, Miss Cruiser. I could talk to y'all all day. Ambrosia. On King Jives show, he had Bernard Jordan on his channel last night. It was last night or night before last. Anyway, Bernard Jordan, since Larry Reid has left, Larry Reid was the channel where Bernard Jordan would do his social media presentation here on YouTube. Now, I don't know if he possessed his own channel on here or not, but every time I ever heard the name of Bernard Jordan on YouTube, it's been on Larry Reid's page. He would come on maybe every 2 weeks or so, and they would go on for a couple of hours, whatever. But that was his connection to the internet. The internet is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger before our eyes, right? So when Larry Reid announced that he was no longer going to be a mentee of Bernard Jordan, the man was a little bit lost there because now he had lost his connection to the internet, right? His son is on here, but he does his own thing. They have separate ministries, correct? And so lately what we've seen is since Larry has decided to roll up his tent, Bernard E. Jordan has been popping up on all of these other churchy sites. Churchy, I say churchy is a certain community that they're appealing to, correct? But I want you guys to hear something that he said on yesterday, and then we're going to pick it up from there. Okay?
Because of a lack of faith or a lack of wisdom, is the tide has changed. And what is happening now, small is the new big. So when you begin to understand, and this comes back to my 12, when we took it and started doing discipling, and we took people, we got most of the people that are around us do not work 9-to-5 jobs.
Okay.
They get the principles.
Just give me a minute here, people.
Specialized knowledge. And we can do all this teaching right here. Get specialized knowledge.
He just started
and
the
they
channel.
grow into the consciousness. So, King Jives, you are primed for your generation because I cannot find many people in your generation, King Jives, that is actually are at the level of consciousness to talk about money because they've been so critical about the church and its money. But if you begin to become the solution to the church and its money, you won't only be speaking on these platforms, but you'll be in other platforms.
Hi, Cassandra.
You're changing and transforming lives.
I like that. Because, Bishop, I was thinking this morning, and I was texting you, and I was like, I will admit this. This is my transparency. I've been very critical of the church, rightfully so. But how do I be critical of the church and give them a new direction? Because like I said earlier, there are faulty people in the church. But how do I say, okay, yeah, we got some crooked people, but is there some type of leader in the church that's going to give you direction, that's going to feed you in your life, not just give you a Bible, but tell you how to be free spiritually, mentally, and financially.
So let's look at this. There's not only crooked people in the church, just crooked.
Okay, y'all want to preach? Hold on.
Houses. There's crooked bankers. We don't stop putting money in the banks. There's whoever said I wanted to even teach you. This is an invitation, and
I passed it up.
Even asked, so we don't even know why you're even in the conversation. So we understand Jesus didn't let his disciples pick him. He says, I chose you, you don't choose me. So when you begin to understand this, hear this, this is what wealth is. Everybody type this in.
Okay, I can't.
You are defined by who you decline.
By who you decline.
Oh, he liked that.
Oh, that was really good. That was really good.
Okay, I got to sum this stuff up. Hold on.
I am defined by who I
I don't walk through every door. I don't need to. Prophet Manasseh don't walk through every door. He choose not to. I have to beg him to the Prophet Manasseh, please.
Okay. We talking about preacher people, so they're all long-winded, right? And your uncle can't find where this is said, but I can paraphrase. He's saying that he wants King Jives, William McCRAY, and St. James. He wants those to be his new voice in the internet. He wants to train them up. I don't know if he's gonna make them prophets or not. We know the history, right? He became a prophet because of Reverend Ike. His son became a prophet because of him. Larry, I think Larry considered himself a prophet. They had a school of prophets. All these people, they learned under him and they become prophets, right? These are latter-day prophets, correct? At any rate, so since Larry is out, now all the people who I guess are his enemies, I don't know, but none of them get along either. The three people he chose, but he feels like he could retrain them. Now, it doesn't make any difference. I mean, we know these guys do mostly comedy kind of thing, comedy and gossip, right? But he needs that space. He needs people who are already established on YouTube. So instead of going to Larry Reid's page every couple of weeks, he can now have a place to come in order to minister or however they call it. Correct? So he's chosen his three. He uses the comparison of Jesus Christ choosing his 12, right? They didn't choose him. He chose them. Out of all the people available, he chose his 12. So he chose his three now. I guess these are going to be his voice. I don't know that they couldn't necessarily do the job. Of course, they're going to have to tame William. They're going to have to tame him because he says a lot of stuff that's inappropriate. So in order to just provide the space. Now, I don't know if that William McCRAY has a huge audience, but he has certainly been around here a long time, right? And what they do is all three of them are speaking in conjunction with each other, then that'll get buzz going, right? So he can still get his messages out. Correct. He's been on St. James page several times. He's been on King Jives now at least 2 times recently. And these guys, they're buying in because he's talking a lot about money. You got to say, I'd rather hear them talk about money specifically than all this mumbo jumbo about being prophets and seeing the future and all that stuff. I don't care anything about that. But he does seem to be an intelligent person, particularly about the business and business around church. Correct? So he throws them all out carrots, right? Telling them how he could change their channels. He could grow their channels. So he's inviting them all three to be his mentees, essentially. It is in that video. If you guys want to watch him from the one of the 2 days ago, I'm not saying more. It's called the Prosperity Gospel. That's the name of the video. where he goes into all this. So we can expect to see Mr. Jordan, a Prophet Jordan, Bishop Jordan, Master Prophet Jordan on these guys' pages. And he has to develop them. So he's going to be trying to get them to calm down all of the comedy and mostly the gossip about these pastors, and to change them for profit. This is the way you want to be profitable. I can show you how to do it. When he starts throwing around these numbers about millions of dollars and making millions of dollars, and they've seen the example of what he did with Larry Reid, where Larry Reid was claiming he made $30 million. Well, they want some of those millions too, right? So are they primed? I'm sure he studied who he wants, primed to get that money, right? Y'all see that? How y'all doing? It's so nice to be old, honey, to no longer be concerned about the growing, honey, growing the channel and all that. I'm not in the competition for shit, girl. Let me see what y'all say. Stay on the day, then, stay on all day, then. Oh, it will help get you through this work day. What? Stay on all day? No, thank you. Welcome. Okay, that seems okay. Tap the likes. Do y'all have an idea about this thing? I know y'all seen the Jordan is showing up on these guys' pages, and people wonder, well, damn, he was just on 2 days ago on that page, and damn, isn't that the enemy of the other one? The enemy of the enemy of my enemy is my friend, kind of thing. I don't know that they would necessarily have to get along. He's probably going to try to get them not to talk about each other so much, but I don't think they necessarily have to be on at the same time. He could just use their platforms to come on and present himself. He does ask for donations. I mean, this is a person who can raise money very easily. So when he comes on their pages, he does raise donations for them, and they can see that he does make a difference. Correct. Now, this brings us to another thing. There is somebody who considers themselves to be a part of the same group or crowd, although it's basically negatively with all three of these guys, right? There's someone, I'm gonna say no name, Thais Jackson. Someone, oh Lord, I want to be in that number when the saints, you know, a child resents. He resents him. Now he's gonna take them three into the fold, and he'll be left out because he, of all of them, he is the one that most wants more money. He's the one that's most money hungry and all this kind of stuff. And he chose the wrong horse, honey. He chose to get on here and deny this dude's money and deny him as a person and keep his nose up in Larry Reid's ass. Now he's finding out that Larry Reid is not what he thought. Larry Reid does not have the kind of coin. Thais probably got more coin than Larry Reid in this current moment, right? So you know this is painful to him, correct? So now they're gonna have to deal with him, and I'm sure Jordan knows all the information after being in this business so long that he can show them, okay, here's how we're gonna silence him. It's fascinating to watch. Now, people, I am not in no damn church sector by any means, but I find this particular story, this transition, fascinating. It is fun to watch. And all the characters are involved, except Larry's left out. Larry by choice is left out. And so Thais, who is a tag along, who come on right behind Larry Reid, kissing his ass, honey, and attacking his man and his family. Now he's been left out of the fold. I love Jives. Hope he doesn't change for Jordan. Yeah, he's going to try to get them because Jives has been around a long time, and perhaps unfairly, he just hasn't getting the money lately, honey. We all kind of see how it works. A lot of us were getting money at one point, and then at some point, you know, you're just not pulling the money in like that. And since this other fool is constantly throwing it up in his face, oh, you ain't getting the cash app. You ain't. Well, you're new to this game, right? So you're getting the cash app, but perhaps unfairly, he hasn't been getting the kind of cash app that the other fool is getting, right? And the same thing would apply to William McCRAY. William McCRAY has been on here since the beginning of time, certainly since the beginning of church gossip, and he ain't getting no money, not any real, and nothing to make a difference. So they need reorganization. St. James, I believe, is more independent, but he's still ambitious as far as his online presence. But they all have what they have in common is religion. They're all religious. Most are homosexual, some in the closet, some out of the closet, whatever. But he sees that as being an audience because they're on here all the time. Have y'all noticed the goings on? So all them millions that Larry said so I don't think that any of those guys are in the position where they're going to be giving him $3 million, right? But if he can build them, there's going to be a dividend, baby. Let me see if anybody's saying anything about this. We are marching today. We are marching to Victoria. Good evening, sir. Barbara, it's the first thing in the morning. What time is it? It's only 12 o'clock here. Isn't that wonderful about the internet? You can be anywhere in the world, honey. So Larry, he's going to be getting more and more upset now because Jordan is he's not holding back anything. So at one point, King Jives on yesterday or the day before asked him, what do you think happened to his money, right? Because the talk is more about money than religion, actually. What do you think happened? And so Bishop Jordan started having people put in the chat there, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Christian Louis Vuitton, all the ways that Larry Reid has been spending his money. Now, I'm not a prophet, but months ago, maybe a year ago, I came on here and said, I talked to Larry Reid about this wasteful spending of money, all these rents all over the place. This house he's renting for $25,000, all these cars that he's leasing, all these apartments that he's calling studios, but he's leasing them all over. Everything's a lease. Everything's going out. As fast as it comes in, it goes out, right? I was making that same argument a year ago. So remember that? Well, I don't know. Never know where the fuck I'm at now. So I was right about that. This is all going to fall down. Hey, okay. Will y'all speak on this story, please? Uncle Tim, I've been missing you. Thank you, Cassandra. You've been missing me. Ooh, I'm missing you. Tell me where the road turns. Sometimes I feel, Cassandra. Welcome back. Good to see you. Hey there, welcome to Feel Free. So we're going to have to sit back and watch now. We're going to have to see if these gentlemen go from, we all know King Jive's situation, right? This fool over here, Thais Jackson, he done wrote King Jives off like him losing his lawsuit is the end of his life and all that kind of stuff, right? So we'll see. Can Jordan pull these guys onto sound footing as far as financially? Is he the mentor that he's presented to be? Can they also make millions? If they can make millions, Jives can certainly pay off this other dude, right? And get on sound footing, right? He does seem to be a very wise man, but his ministry is not just about being a minister. It's also about financial literacy. So we're going to see if he can turn William McCRAY, if he can up the money for them wigs, honey. Right? Now we know William McCRAY gonna spend his as soon as he gets it, if he does get any. We don't even know how they're getting money, really. But however they get it, we got to see if he can get William McCRAY on sound footing after all these years. He should be getting more money he's getting. And Jives can get out of the situation he's in. And St. James can get to where St. James is more of a music person. Yes, it's about religion as well. They're all Christians. but he's got a background in gospel music. So we'll see how he helps his channel, and if they are able to pull this thing off. And it will be in Larry Reed's face, because the people he's choosing are people who have interaction with Larry Reed, right? This could be getting even, honey. The three could have been chosen merely because of their relationship with Larry Reed. I'll do this. Look at this. Watch this. And watch them come up. And you going down. I also called it. I knew Larry was going down. It started a year and a half ago, honey. I said that thing is going to fall. It's going to crumble, honey, because you won't stop spending. I look great, Redbone. Thank you. At my age. You're supposed to tell people that you're, oh, I'm 94 years old. Ooh, you look good for your age. That's the only way you look good. Loving that content. It's been very amusing to watch, honey. I want to see if this dude can actually do this thing, right? Because Bernard Jordan, he's after the money too, right? Now he mentioned something about $26 an hour. Is that what he's going to charge them to mentor them? It's right there, people, but it's a long video, and I just can't find the spots. But he gave them a price what they're going to charge them for these classes. It seemed like a piddlings. It wasn't hardly anything. That number's not going to stay where it is. But if he can do the work, he was telling them about the value of having a mentor, almost like he was seducing them, all three of them, seducing him with the possibility of what could be. And there's a good chance that it could be. They've certainly been around the internet long enough, honey. They know how to communicate on the internet, so they have some value. Even if they just brought him on for his weekly lessons or whatever, they'd still be getting credit for it because it's on their channel. Let him talk. But I do believe that there's that element of making Larry Reed jealous and mad too. You ain't wrong. All long-winded, baby. Anytime you're dealing with preachers, I don't care what they say. A lot of them interest, the preacher's interest is, I won't be before you long. You lying ass. 2 hours later, you still talking, bro? I'm looking at your watch, child. Well, they're in the talking business, you know. And sometimes they have researched what they're going to talk about, so they have a lot of information. Time for a song. Ooh, some people. I got somebody in my chat yesterday. He said, oh, maybe it's time to give the singing a rest. What did he say? He said, give the singing a break. Can we get a video without no singing? You know, they're nasty. I don't know why they get off on being nasty. You don't like my goddamn singing, you don't like me, nigga. I had to block your ass. I don't burden you with more than a minute or so. I love Reverend Ike. You can't lose with the stuff he used. I barely remember him. I was a preteen when he was around. I later just started listening to his teachings. I watched interviews and unlike, well, so he was the mentor for, certainly the employer of Bernard Jordan, right? Was he also his mentor? He taught him, he said he couldn't lose with the stuff he used. He makes no mistake for prosperity teaching. Okay. He makes no mistake for prosperity teaching. But right, his whole teaching was, a lot of people turned on that prosperity, thinking you can basically buy God. Sweet, I was called. I never asked for anything. Wait a minute. King Jives, you here? What do you say? Sweet, I was called. I never asked for anything. Well, what is that all about? I ain't saying you're begging or nothing, brother. I'm just saying he comes on your channel and he raises his offering. That's what he should do, shit. Right? I mean, we got to eat. Look here. Vloggers have got to eat like everybody else, child. But I did watch him on your channel, is the reference I was making. And I did see him propose that the three of you would be the people he wants to take under his wing. Now, I don't know if that means an official mentorship relationship. We don't know, but we're going to be watching to see if he can help your bottom line. It'd be great. You're a young man. Shit, you got time to make money. Mm-hmm. Y'all say hello to the official King Jive show. I'll put y'all name in the title so I know y'all come over. Keep singing. I'm here for it. Thank you, Heartstring. Somebody love that good singing, honey. Sir Granny might be the most difficult because he'll turn on you on the dime. Sir Granny will not be able to pay for a mentorship. He only got to pay $26. I don't know what he meant by that, $26 an hour. Shit, I make that much. He will need a student loan grant. William McCRAY loves spending money. So that's gonna be the hardest nut to crack. But it doesn't make no difference. I mean, if you make the money, it's yours to spend however you want it. You want to spend it like Larry Reid with designer pajamas and shit? Go ahead, honey. He just had to tell you how you can actually turn that into a sustainable profit, a business. Nicole, that has nothing to do with the show. What did Art Nicole tell you? Jive, don't let this change the King's Court. Enjoy that. I enjoy that. Yeah, Jive. They're going to be he's going to be trying to get you guys to back off of the preachers. I know a lot of shit has been talked about him through the years, but Brian Carr, all of them. I mean, that is the sector, right? Talking about preachers and shortcomings of the church. So he's going to be trying to move you away from that, and he's going to convince you that it's not profitable, kind of thing. Stay true to yourself. That's why he came there. He must see some value in you, or he wouldn't have come to your channel, right? Be yourself. Expat channel. Are you talking about the van that William has somebody rent for him? Then he took it out of the state and he returned it damaged and threw the keys over in the rental gate. Oh my goodness, Chad, you bringing up the scandals. Okay, you bringing up the scandals. And William has been through a lot of stuff, Chad. He started off by blackmailing people and things. Yes, Justin, I did see the video with him and the lawyer when they caught him trying to get a couple of thousand out of somebody, whatever. Another thing, Bernard Jordan was saying that they all crooks. I mean, they all have fallacies because they're people. Anytime these people start coming here with all these titles about their prophets and they're all these special people and they talk to God over lunch and all that kind of stuff, child, right? It's just, they use all credibility because they're just people. All of them just people. Everybody on this planet, they're just people, honey. With the exception of Jesus Christ. That's the only one that seems to have a one-on-one with God. So he knows they're crooks. He sees, maybe he just finds William McCRAY to be amusing, funny. Some people do. When he's on one, honey. Like that one we played yesterday with that Andrew Caldwell. That was funny as hell, honey. That was classic. But if Jordan comes on your channel and he's the primary one talking and teaching and so forth, then you fulfilled your purpose. You've given him a platform, a place where he can speak, because he lost that space with Larry Reid. And so now he's got triple the amount. I don't know if Larry Reid's numbers has started to shift or change or not. At one time, a couple years ago, he was extremely popular, right? He was getting big numbers, relatively big. I mean, over 100,000 views. So I don't know if that has started to slip or not, but between the three of these guys, maybe their beefs would actually work in his favor. I don't know. But it just give him a place to speak. Now, somebody said in the chat a minute ago that he just started his own channel on here. Well, you got to build a channel, honey. you got to get your name spoken upon, right? So even if it's something negative, whatever, if you're going to be having an online presence, you need to get people talking about you. And those three could fulfill that assignment. And perhaps they will learn some things too. Well, more than likely, they're going to learn some things. And the more they come up, the more that's going to hurt Larry Reid, because Larry Reid abandoned him and started talking shit about him. And he did make a point. They say, well, Larry's complaining he gave him so much money. That was a pretty important point. The man said, listen, if you gave me $3 million, we're not going to go over the numbers and all that, but let's just say you did. If you get, that was your choice. Nobody came knocking on your door, threatening your life if you didn't give them $3 million. That was also a part of your spending. If you're buying the people who work for you, you're buying them vehicles. That is your also choices that you've made. You think that everybody in your house should have a new car and you go and buy the car out of your pocket? That is more of your spending. Those are your choices. And if you gave me $3 million, it was your choice to give that amount. I didn't instruct you how much you're supposed to give me, child. Right? We have whatever those Torah and whatever those numbers are, kind of thing. And they, I guess they all believe in tithing. Do you tithe to your mentor? I don't know what it was, but it was all up to you, honey. You spent the money. Don't go getting mad at the people because you spent the money. Right? Whether you gave it away, whatever you did with it. Tyler Perry can't go getting mad at Marvin Winans because he gave him $100,000 a couple of days ago, right? You chose to give me $100,000. Thank you. My response to you is thank you. Now don't come back here 2 weeks ago. I gave you $100,000. It was $100,000. Who gives a church $100,000? No, you gave it. Give joyfully. God wants a joyful giver, honey. Only thing turning is his color. Jackie, I think you're not that fond of William McCRAY, child. Colored contacts. That boy needs to get off of his look, honey. Get off your look, child. Now, he does have a personality. All that screaming. He does have a personality, but he just gets so involved in impressing people with his look. And I just don't think that look impresses people. I really don't. He compares himself to these old time preachers from way back in the goddamn in the 60s, 70s, and child. Nobody cares, but that time is gone. These are the modern times. Get you some t-shirts, honey. Right? To do something different. I'm not a content creator or blogger. What happened? You gonna try to do something different? Okay, McCRAY has so much dirt on Larry. I see. They we can't figure out what's going on there. We saw that damn William McCRAY went on there and read the shit out of Tyus Jackson. Then the next day we see Tyus Jackson over on his page trying to soft soap things. Yeah, you forget he just called you a water buffalo yesterday. So I don't know what the mindset of these people are. Larry and him and McCRAY have gone back and forth and back and forth, back and forth. Right, but it might be part of Jordan's job is to try to convince these people that it's more profitable for them to get along. Or it could be that it's more profitable for him that they don't get along. Keep some controversy going, right? The two are always slick dissing William. They be dissing William. Well, we know William and King Jives don't get along. Right? That could change at any time, child. We don't know. Everybody's got somebody to talk about on here, child. All the ones complain about, oh, you talk about that person all the time, but they all got a favorite. Mr. Tim, I like when Reverend Ike said, I'd love the Lord more if I had enough money to pay all my bills. So I can tell him, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so something to praise him about, honey. That's a fact. He asked, would money come would money come between you and the Lord? I think not. Oh, so you listen. I haven't heard, I don't think I ever heard him preach even. I just remember about you can't lose, but that was from back in the like 71 or something. Like I was a preteen. So maybe obviously if he taught Jordan, it seemed to work, whatever the program was, everybody got rich. But just keep the thing a thing. You ain't got to put all that because Jesus told me this. You know, you can just say, well, here's what works when you're dealing with money. Talk about investments. Talk, and that's where he seems to be. He's more intelligent than I even knew he was. Bernard Jordan. I just have personal prejudice against a lot of the religious stuff. You know, I have to get around that and actually listen to the people and see what they're saying. The ill-fitted glue on weed. Why do y'all keep going back to that boy's wigs? The ill-fitted glued on wig doesn't help. No, it doesn't help. I tried to tell him, Star, people are not going to take you seriously with that thing sitting on your head like that, child. And they can see the glue and shit all on the side of it. The motherfucker's crooked. Then you got a hairline across this way one day. The next day it's up like this, girl. I don't know what's wrong with that. He would do for him to, if he does get any money, to go and invest in a therapist, honey. Figure out what the issues are. Not the water. He called him a water buffalo and a whole lot worse. Next day he show up on his page. That means that tells you right there where he's going to go with it when you fall out. Right now, you still trying to kiss Larry Reed's ass. And they all gonna be on Bernard Jordan's team. Oh, maybe Bernard Jordan's just getting his team together. There's gonna be a lot of harsh things said, honey. And believe me, that Thais Jackson, honey, her asshole is burning because she will not be a part of this new what would you call it even? This new group of theirs, where Jordan is showing up on all their pages, spitting wisdom. And he's left out of the party because of all his ass kissing. Larry can't do nothing for him right now. Nothing. He's just trying to hold on to whatever he's got left. So apparently Larry Reed got back to town this weekend or Monday or something. He's back in Atlanta, Georgia in his apartment. Are these people on drugs, soul sister? I loved him singing. Oh my goodness. What? Wait, then that's a contradiction. What the hell? Nikki B, are these people on drugs, soul sister? I loved him singing. You just inspired me, child. Right. Say, wait a minute. I got to think of a song by Nikki B. You know you're not supposed to bring up my singing, man. Okay. Like I said before, I think, wait a minute. Like I said before, I think William uses how bad he looks as a gimmick. Now, William knows the worse dresses and looks, the more attention he gets. Oh, you think a man will walk around with that damn thing on their head, child, just for a joke? What, he's like Phyllis Diller? Is that what you're saying, Justin? William McCRAY is like Phyllis Diller. Really, Phyllis Diller was an attractive white woman, right? But she went, and there's another girl called Auntie Hammy, a black version. They go and make themselves look all wild and crazy and push their hair all out. All that old stuff, child, just to get attention. Is that what you're saying, Justin? I don't think that's the case. I think he really thinks he's fly when he put that hat to the side. The issue with the head is probably because he's bald-headed. We can see that the hairline goes wherever. But it's the issue with the hair thing is he's always wearing hats, women's hats, right? He was known for the cat in the hat hats, right? But he also wears fur poof kind of hats. He wears all these ladylike hats, child. And so he he's not counting on what he look like when he takes the hat off. Basically, he's just pinning it back. But some places you can't wear a hat, right? And that's when he gets caught and everybody starts clicking their cameras. There are a lot of people like that. A lot of on the street. If you find the low price hookers and so forth, there's a lot of that going on, honey. People just throwing these old $2 wigs on their head, glue them on with Elmer's glue, child. You know. He says he's from the upper middle class, and he's from the his bishop. That daddy was a bishop, and all this kind. Everybody was light skinned, you know. They all went to Morehouse and all this shit, child. But I don't think he's from a particularly good background. The more attention, yeah, he might want attention, but he don't want it for that damn face, honey. When he was fat, his face looked normal. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily consider. You would just say, well, he's a pudgy guy. But his face, when he lost all that weight, I don't know if he had his shit pulled out of his face or whatever it is. His face shrunk. There used to be a big round face. His face shrunk, which made his mouth all the way across his face. He got them great big old lips and that great big old nose because they don't fit on that face, that thinned out face, right? That's the why I say that if this Ozempic that I'm on, if it starts to making my face look like a monster, child, I'll just stop the Ozempic. He doesn't want that. He sees something pretty. Y'all know William McCRAY came out with a product. Was it last year? He called the product "Pretty Boy in a Bottle." Pretty Boy cream in a bottle, and he had his face on the bottle. I think he sold it for $50. It looked like one of the dollar store jars with Vaseline and lotion in there. Shake it up, girl. $50. 50. So yeah, I think he is delusional. He's just poor thing, honey. But he has been around a long time. He credits himself with being the first one to start all this. I started this. I started all this. Well, you started gossiping about people in the church. I've already given my opinion about people who have resentments. They have church burn, honey, about the way they've been treated by the church. So they cannot wait to expose them, honey. They may love the church, but they have a love-hate relationship with church and church people, honey. So they cannot wait to expose them. And that's how he made his whole background, child. And that failed him. People started suing him. The money wasn't coming in. He couldn't extort money from people. They all caught on, so forth. Hi, Pearl Shay. What you doing, Pearl Shay? Miss Pearl. He doesn't eat enough protein and doesn't take his vitamins. That's what it is. Oh, Lord. I better make sure I take my vitamins then. The Joker face. See how easily we drift off into William McCRAY and his face and hair. Maybe Justin got a point. I don't know. Pretty boy in a bottle. How many bottles did he sell? I wonder. That's a delusional person, honey. But now, if he start making money, if Jordan could show him how to make some money, then people tend the look gets better if they have money. We can see the examples of Oprah Winfrey and all these people who, when they were poor, they were kind of plain. But then when they start getting that money, not only did she lose all the weight, but her face is better, her hair is much better. She got people to work in her hair and people to do her nails and toes and things. Child, she just looks better, right? He could get more current type fashions. William McCRAY. He won't have to wear this tight ass shit, girl. I guess when his weight goes up and down, so he can't afford to have wardrobes that reflect his weight fluctuations. So he'd be wearing these tight ass clothes, can't even button them up, child, because he bought them when he was a little bit thinner. There's a movie called Thinner. It's on YouTube right now. Stephen King. There's something going on. Something going on with his skins. I think he's had too many skin peels. You know, you can get those skin peels, child. and he is determined to be light skinned. He has a lot of old time ideas, honey. Right? He always telling about what grandma said. Well, we don't need to know what grandma said. Honey. What'd you say? Manasseh looks like he's always in costume too. Manasseh is Michael Jackson. Manasseh, he's intelligent. See, we can get exposed to these people. I wouldn't give them the time of day before, but now on these channels, see, we're exposed to them. We can see, okay, well, Manasseh is basically a rich kid, right? He don't know anything about no damn struggle. So he finds it amusing when they say Larry. Oh, really? He was only getting 6,000 because he's always had, because his daddy had. He's all right looking guy. He's kind of a muscle guy, isn't he? I don't know. I don't like his hairstyles either, but they're in a whole different class of people, honey. William has a bunch of interviews on YouTube that he did way back when he was attending Morehouse. Is a trip to see what he looked like back. Yeah, he's a little round guy. I have a little processed hair. But that stuff changed his whole look. His face just doesn't look right. How many of you are dressing for Halloween costume? Ooh, y'all dressing for Halloween? I'm in mine right now, honey. This is good as it gets. Oprah got put out that store when she didn't have that makeup on. Ooh. Reggie. Oh, when she tried to buy the Birkin bag or something, she tried to buy her $30,000. I can afford a $30,000 purse if I want one, nigga. They said, "Girl, we don't know you." And they put her out the store. They thought she was trying to steal the bag. You know, rich people, they get ripped off a lot too. You think that, they got money, they got everything, their lives are blessed, all that stuff. But somebody can sell you a $50,000 purse. Come on, people. Them people are getting gotten as well. The Chinese ladies came over here and told us, honey, she said, we make those upstairs and the other ones downstairs, yeah. Is in the same building. The cheap ones, the knockoffs, we're the one make the knockoffs and the real one. Anyway, how much stitching is there in a purse that will make it cost $50,000? So they get ripped off in a different way. A Rolex. Why? Oh, they watch the Rolex. Oh, it's a Rolex. Oh, it's worth $30,000. Why? Oh, in the inside, the movement. Well, how do we see? You have to take your watch off and show it people the movement. They have to have a magnifying glass to see the movement inside. Don't it just basically keep time? Right? So they get ripped off in a different way. Cars for $300,000. Y'all, please. I guess the principle is they have so much money that it doesn't matter how much it costs. Definitely frightful. You are correct, though. William's skin looks like he had a bad chemical. Ugh. Hair burn. It is absolutely tight and almost ripping. And I guess the people around him won't tell him, because if they tell him what they look like, he cuts them out and blocks them. I think somebody like Larry Reid, though, they should have had a talk with him a long time ago, honey. Or volunteer said, look here, man, I got a little extra. Let's go and get you a real lace front in black or dark brown, or in dark brown, right? There's something to go with your face. I'll pay for it, right? But he can't keep it up. William, honey, for years and years and years, they've talked about how this man cannot handle his finances either. He's running out here in $2,000 worth of clothes, and he's sleeping on somebody's couch. I was thinking this year, it'd be great if he could teach some people where'd they get their money from. Y'all know? They keep talking about his money. I thought 888 was the money. That's what Thais thinks. Thais thinks it's all about the 888, 888 bringing money, 888. Well, if you grow enough people, that's what Larry did. If he had enough people in the audience, honey, then it would make a difference. But Thais ain't got no numbers like that, child. 888 ain't number $8.88. Really. So we don't know how he got into all these millions of dollars and all that kind of stuff. From what Bernard Manasseh spilled last week, Larry was over there in Belize selling timeshares. It's like a job, selling timeshares. So I don't know where the millions come from. I don't think it's all from 888. However, now they say they have all these Thais said all of his subscribers, generous subscribers. He says that they're all doctors and lawyers, everybody, bankers, and all, right. So they got to do all that to get you $8.88. Gotcha. I think a lot of his is just lying though. He's saying people giving him $1,000 donation, $700 donations, $600 donate. I don't believe that shit. I believe that shit. I can pick up my phone right now, girl. Donate. I can donate any one of y'all. Let me give you 20,000, right? And then you show I got a donation 20,000. I got 20,000, and then I go back there, cancel that. Right? I'm paraphrasing. He got number 5 or 6 more 888s. But he's a professional beggar. He's always been a beggar. He's to show William what a real Rolex look like. It's still, I didn't get it fixed, Justin. I bought me a Rolex on Amazon. I think it was $79. It looked just like a Rolex, child. Only problem was when I swing my hand like this occasionally, it swung up and fell off my goddamn hand. So much for Rolexes. I don't think you gotta put a lot of money in watches and stuff like that. You can go in there and spend $50 and get you a decent watch, and that way you can change them. You know, I wear this most of the time. This is just one of these new ones they got with the how much you walk and how much all that stuff. Most people are wearing these now. If you watch them on television and so forth, but they're only like $70, $80. You ain't got to spend $30,000, baby. They got Rolexes, honey, that's $100,000. Ain't that something? Now, rich people will notice something like that, right? Because they're capitalists, so they know everything doing money. So that'd be part of your uniform to look rich. They can certainly spot a fake. Oh, you don't got the right band. The right band is missing a link. All that old bullshit, child. It looks the same, it tells the same time. All you need is a goddamn quartz, a little battery in there, honey. No, but the Rolex, when you move it, it winds itself. Okay, and that's important because if the battery does the same job, nigga, what difference does it make? Absolutely. Okay, we were asking the question about y'all dressing up for Halloween. Now, do the adults, I know adults that have children, especially, they'll dress up. You know, it's a big thing for the kids. But no, I haven't dressed up for Halloween in at least 50 years. But now in San Francisco, they celebrate everything here, right? So yes, the adults do definitely dress up for Halloween here. All up and down the streets, honey. Anything is something to celebrate or protest, the children will show up and show out. So you're right. I am mistaken. It is not for a kid thing here at all. I don't even see kids here. This neighborhood is not got a lot of kids, got a lot of apartments in it, so not a lot of kids. But all of the adults seems like dress up and come out for Halloween here. It used to be biggest celebration in the state, but then people start stabbing each other and shit, so they dialed it back. So now only maybe 100,000 show up. Okay, then where was I at? That will scare them kids. Oh, you think William McCRAY's outfit will scare the children? cat in the hat, cat in the hat. I know you are. And the celebrities, they do all their parties, they dress up. So I'm wrong about that. Adults do dress up for Halloween. You just looked up McCRAY. Yikes. Mm-hmm. Show William what a real Rolex look like. He needs a good moisturizer. He needs a good moisturizer, girl. He needs something with vitamin. Which one? Vitamin E to heal the skin. And stop getting them skin pills, honey. All these treatments and all this shit. Now, see, Jay Wilson just at the beginning of it, honey. Yeah, they need to send him pictures of William McCRAY. This is where you're heading. Can't one of the women in William's chat show him how to glue a hair on? I don't know how he's all around women. Constantly seems like everybody he knows is a woman. Nobody could confront him. I know how he cusses them out so bad, though. He talks about their mamas and their daddies, everything. If they say anything he don't like, right? So maybe he just don't take any incoming. But you're surrounded, you're in church every day. We got to see what's going to happen in this church where Brian Carn is now the pastor of his church. Will William McCRAY tone it down, or will he be forced to leave? Now, first they said that was a church of God in Christ church, but a friend of mine told me, oh no, that's not that denomination. So we don't know. Does he preach in different denominations? Because he has 3 churches in different states. So we got to see how they're going to get along. Or is Brian Carn going to insult William, and William going to go on a campaign to expose him more and ruin his new relationship with the church? I'm a midnight kind of girl. Anyway, Ambrosia, so Halloween is perfect for me. Oh, you like to dress up, go out? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the bars is always packed with people dressing up. About hurting our feelings, showing us all them customized watches. He doesn't flex anymore. I got bored with it, Justin. You go back, buy you some watches. You just want some bling, go over there to Temu. Temu got watches for $12. It's just more clothing. It's just something else to wear, honey. If you like to dress up and so forth, you might do better with fashion watches, I think they call them, because you can change them. After you have paid $30,000 for a watch, honey, you can't change that. That's with you for life, right? You can just put it away. Rich people, they might have 12 Rolexes and Petit Philippes and all that old stuff, John. But it doesn't look any different than a regular watch. Nobody can tell unless they're all on top of your body looking at your stuff. Let me see that. Let me see that. Checking your labels. That's how I think rich people, they get ripped off too. They be out there paying $500 for a shirt that looks the same as the goddamn shirt that you pay $29.99 for. They said William wasn't talking about Rasputia. Oh, you saw William and Rasputia live and said William wasn't. Yes, he was. It was very clear who he was talking about, honey. He called her a beach whale or something. They don't know who the hell to be faithful to. They go, oh, Larry's gonna come back. Have you noticed, Tyrese Jackson, that the donations from Larry's is so much dried up? He ain't got it, man. The Dakota Watch Company, they got some good ones. Your fake Rolexes and things. A good fake, though, looks exactly like a Rolex. Even, I remember when I was in the drug business, somebody brought me a watch. It had a cheap band on it. But when I took it off the back of it, I could see the workings of it. Looked just like a Rolex, right? And the damn gold, I tried to scratch it off and so forth. It was heavily plated. So there are different qualities of fake watches as well. But I don't know how you would be able to tell something like that wasn't made by Rolex company, right? Fake jewelry, that's big business, honey. Fake clothes. Mm-hmm. Only thing about fake clothing though is you can't wash it very much because the fabrics that they choose. I don't know why they don't just choose better fabrics. $30,000 for a watch is stupid. I agree, honey. I sure enough agree. Really? Oh, laugh or pay. Granny will laugh or play them. Whoever's getting involved with McCRAY is going to regret it. There's certainly going to be a difficult time between them. They just made this big announcement about them making up, Larry Reid and William McCRAY. How long ago was that? How long did that last? He was just in the man's house. Now the house is gone, so he ain't got no problem with attacking his ass. Plus, if it garners him some credit with Jordan, because this is the way Jordan is getting even. He's taking all of his competitors and making them rich. He wasn't talking about him. And Sir William flat out lied and said he wasn't talking about Thais either. I was talking somebody else's a beach whale. Mm-hmm. You have got to go. Tim, you have got to see Monday night McCRAY show when Reid gave McCRAY $500. Reid gave him that recently? Him and Thais fake crying and screaming. Oh yeah, we played that a couple of days ago. My last video, you can see that video. I played some of it when he was she gone. Oh Jesus, she gone. All that. Yeah, we played that on here yesterday. I thought Thais was on Ozempic. I ain't never heard him being on nothing. I heard him criticize people who are on Ozempic, but he certainly should be on Ozempic, right? I think on Ozempic, though, you plateau at a certain weight, right? When I started doing that, I lost 50 pounds almost immediately, just like that. 50 pounds. But now it hasn't gone down any lower than that. Thank God, because I'm not fat. I just had a fat stomach. So recently I doubled the Ozempic. I was on 7.5 something. So I'm on 1 gram Ozempic. So we doubled the amount of Ozempic I was taking, but the weight didn't change. It just stays there, which could be a good thing. But I take it because I have diabetes, right? So even if I don't lose any weight at all, I still need that drug or the other one that I was on before I stopped it. The doctor stopped one and said, well, you might as well take Ozempic. So I take Ozempic and it keeps my A1C where it's supposed to be. So I'm going to take it anyway until Trump started getting in there and fucking it up. Ty needs to go to my seat. I don't know why he don't just have lipo. He can afford the lipo, according to what he says. Them 888s is paying off, honey. He should definitely get lipo, honey. So you have some life left. He's 50 years old. You can't tell how old he is because he's so fat. There's no wrinkles, right? He got a smooth face, but that's because of the fat. But that's not healthy. After a certain age, honey, you're 50 years old. That's not good on your heart. You want to brag about how much money you got. I think those people make you lose. You got to lose weight, though, before they'll do it on you. They want to know you're serious about your weight loss. And we don't know what the actual weight is because he won't stand up. He just buying him some new shirts. Has anyone seen Thais stand up and take at least one step? I haven't. The girls say they saw. They say he can't walk. It's like a wobble walk. He weeble wobble, but he don't fall down. They have seen Thais walk. He'd be at them restaurants. He'll stand up there so y'all can see. They say I can't walk. They say I can't walk. He don't want nobody to see that body. And if it's that bad where you don't even want nobody to see you, it's time to do something about it. You should definitely, if you're making all this money, you say you're making all the accounts you have and shit, you should definitely take at least part of that or all of it, if it takes it, and do something about your weight. Maybe he's afraid that he'll end up looking like William McCRAY. William McCRAY had his what surgery he has? Gas, whatever. He had his, and his face shrunk, and then he got that ugly ass face, honey. But the face looked normal before he got the gastric bypass, I believe what he got. He said he had 6 surgeries. And he said I'm wearing 4 girdles right now. He got 4 girdles on to put them silly ass suits on. What's going on, Jesse? I didn't have to lose weight before mine because I wasn't as big as him, but his insurance would make him lose at least 50 pounds. Oh, where he get insurance from? He ain't got no damn insurance. He ain't got no job. Y'all his job. Shit. He probably get Medicare. I think he probably has a mental health history. That's why he always snaps about his mental health and all this stuff. You got to stop diagnosing people on this shit, child. So maybe he's still on SSI or something because of his mental health. That would give him Medi-Cal. But fuck it. If you get the money, pay for it. If it's important to you. He wears girdles. His girdles. He's very much more like a woman than a man. I got on. Did he say he had on 4 girdles or 6 girdles at that last event where he went? He was criticizing the woman. The woman was just getting happy in Jesus, and she was dancing, and she had a shapely body. He went off on the woman, honey, calling her all kind of tramps and whores and all this kind of. I said, girl, she can't help it. She got a nice body. Don't hate. And she's a real woman. Yeah, he wears girdles. He don't get skinny removal. So imagine the nasty flabs of skin. Oh. No, I wouldn't want to see something like that naked. They did see him naked when he had that. They said I had it wrong. I thought it was red. I didn't look at it closely. I didn't want to go blind, honey. But he had a pink thing hanging out of his ass, right? That's the closest you've seen of his body, honey. And he looking right in the camera. He said, "Oh, that ain't me." This is before AI, honey. Before AI started taking over this goddamn planet. Mm-hmm. You see, he's eligible for being crazy. Uh-huh. That's how he was qualified. If he got SSI, back when I got SSI, it was because of HIV. HIV was still killing people, right? It was HIV and all the drugs we had to take. You know, we were still considered disabled. But you can also get that for being mentally ill. Now, back in the day, I remember the girls, even if they weren't transgender or anything like that, they would go into the office and they would wear kind of a sloppy kind of drags. They would go in looking terrible, like they were crazy, pull the hair all out and all that little shit to get SSI. So he may be still on something like that, John. Right. I don't know what other kind of insurance he would have because he certainly ain't had no job. You gotta stop diagnosing people. How you gonna do? How you gonna do fat reads? Fat reads are out. Fat reads are out. For you, maybe. Where can I see that video with the pink? Ooh, with the pink dildo. I don't know how would if somebody help Barbara out and tell her where she can see this video? She wants to see the evidence. When they get mad at him on his Facebook page, they'll post it. Let me see if it's on Facebook. They'll post it on his Facebook page. And he's trying to talk while that wasn't him. They'll post the picture. So I'm on Facebook now. Let's go William McCRAY. I'm on the wrong phone number. Let me see. I'm on my wrong computer. William. That Sir William McCRAY, or William McCRAY updates, or a William McCRAY biography, or oh, there she is. Oh my God! If y'all could see this, girl, this girl don't look like something about the circus girl. Oh, William, honey, he acts his plaids and polka dots, and the suit is pulled together so tight. Y'all gotta see it for yourself. Go over there to Facebook, honey. All these wigs don't make no sense at all. Even the black wigs. Look at all these clothes this boy got. See, now he gonna have the same problem as that other one. Let me see if the pink dildo's on here. You know, Facebook will take that down when they see it. But the people's, when they get mad, oh, that's one of him with the fat face. He should have just left it alone. Get it together, leave it alone. No, they took them all down on that page. Okay, that's his biography page. Okay, let me do one more. William McCRAY. William McCRAY, let's say porn. William McCRAY porn. Where they show us that? Facebook already don't play that. William McCRAY. Okay. Ooh, boy, that boy got a lot of ugly. Oh my God, a lot of ugly pictures. I don't see him. It ain't. I don't know how you would find that, baby. I'm sorry. Google is not so bad, is it? William McCRAY. Google. William McCRAY. Porn picture. I'm gonna put porn picture. This is in regular Google. Sir William McCRAY. Marie McCRAY. Is that his drag name? Fake celebrity, sex celebrity. Okay. Naked pic. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I stumbled into something, child. The first thing I see is great big old whatever. Marie McCRAY. Okay. Ex-Baptist preacher. Beetlejuice McCRAY exposed. That video isn't available anymore. They took it down, child. Can't say we didn't try. Somebody in the chat might know though. And his hairline. I don't know why you don't just shave it bald, hey? Shave it bald, baby. If you shave it bald and wear a baseball hat all the time. I've known people for years, never seen them with the hat off. If it's that painful to you, that would be much better than this monstrosity on your head. I don't know who told you that looks good. I just can't imagine who would say something like that to him. And then when he pulls it all back to the ponytail and stuff, oh my God, that exposes all this damn the edges. What's wrong with your edges, honey? At least when he wore the women's black wigs, he would have the bangs and all that, but cover all that up. And for years and years and years, he said that was his real hair. But now he got no problem exposing it, honey. It's on Heathen Central, Tennessee. Tennessee says it's on Heathen Central. Hold on. It's on Heathen Central. Let's see. Heathen Central. Heathen Central. Heathen Central. And put William McCRAY in there. McCRAY. Nude. Might as well put everything in there, right? Okay, let's see what you got. Oh, you got William McCRAY, grandmother of all the world. Okay. Heathen Central. Okay, he's on Heathen Central. They got a lot of them. Ooh, that mouth, honey. I put porn in here, nude. No, y'all gotta do your own research. I can't find him. How did boy get all these damn clothes though? Jesus. You packing all that into these rental. Ooh, look at this wig. If that ain't from the dollar store, I don't know why. We came on here talking about 3 people, right? It always ends up back on William McCRAY and that face and that damn wigs, honey. If you go online, William McCRAY, just put in your search engine, William McCRAY. And if every goddamn post on there, girls, making fun of your hairline and your goddamn lace front, if all of them are talking about that girl, I mean, you got hundreds of videos, then get rid of it. William McCRAY also has a mug shot. That's what that lawyer told him. You want to go back to jail? I know you've been there. That's what the lawyer told him, honey. Oh, Mr. Johnson, it's all been a big mistake. So he had to stop blackmailing people. He couldn't buy no new clothes, so he got to wear the old ones he had. But that's another example of the same situation that Larry's in. Every dime he has, he puts on his back, right? How in the fuck are you going to be living in extended stay hotels, girl, sleeping in your car, and you got all these trunks and trunks and trunks of clothes to lug around? No, he in his 40s. Oh, that's a bad 40, honey. No, he got to be in his 50s. He got to be at least 50 years old. So a lady, yep, you're right, Nikki. I did react to it. I'm sorry. That's why you got scared. Well, how would you feel if you went on there and all of a sudden you saw this great big old man's, damn, bro, come on, man. No, thank you. I'm not giving my laptop a virus. Probably got a virus attached to it, child. It's horrible. It's not a dildo. From what I remember, I think it's what they call a butt plug. Why I gotta be pink? You pretending you got a pussy? Nobody really knows if he's in law school or not. Law school, yeah, right. Keep them student loans coming, honey. Financial aid, clothes and deep black eyeliner for that. Deep black eyeliner for Larry Reid. Larry Reid, yeah, he does make up his eyes. These people are obsessed with how they look. Men look better natural, I think, honey. All that other stuff, it just feminizes you. Well, he wants to be feminine, but although some of these stories that boy's told, honey, he's out here talking about he was a straight man. I'm sitting here looking at Liberace, honey. He told me, I'm delivered. Holiness is good. The talk doesn't go anything about him. He want to shoot people in the legs. He want to jump on Andrew Caldwell. But you holy. You believe in holiness. I've seen them before, Barbara. It was just a shock of so many of them right in your face real quickly. Like, it's different when you go looking for them, Yeah, but I know I'm gay to the core. That's always been my reaction, honey. Gay all the way. Anyway, we done went 20 minutes over, people. All right, so we'll be watching to see if these guys come up under the tutelage of Bernard Jordan. Maybe they can help each other. We'll see. We'll be watching, people. I've been watching you, the way you move your sexy body, loving the thing you do, and you knew. Y'all remember that? Later.